The MotoGP world has once again been shaken by comments from a figure who has never lost his influence in the paddock, Valentino Rossi. Whenever the legendary Italian speaks, the entire racing world listens. This time, Rossi was not criticising a rival, a regulation, or a racing incident. Instead, he openly came to the defence of Francesco Bagnaia, while also delivering a message that many observers interpreted as a subtle warning to Ducati. Why did Rossi choose to speak out now? Was he simply protecting his protégé, or does he see something behind the scenes at Ducati that the public does not? Let's discuss. Over the past few months, Bagnaia's performances have come under intense scrutiny. Although he is still widely regarded as one of the best riders on the MotoGP grid, his recent results have not fully reflected the level of talent he possesses. As a two-time MotoGP world champion, expectations surrounding Bagnaia are always extremely high. Every time he fails to win a race, criticism quickly follows. The situation is very different from that of other riders who might receive praise simply for finishing inside the top 5. Rossi sees the situation from a different perspective. According to him, Bagnaia continues to demonstrate extraordinary dedication behind the scenes. He keeps working closely with the engineers, spending countless hours trying to understand the issues he is facing and searching for the best solutions to become competitive again. In Rossi's view, Bagnaia's commitment has never diminished. In fact, he believes the Italian rider may be working harder now than ever before. The controversy reached its peak when Valentino Rossi stated that he hopes Ducati will show the same level of commitment and support to Francesco Bagnaia that the rider has consistently shown to the team. The comment immediately drew attention because it came from someone who is both very close to Bagnaia and highly influential within the MotoGP paddock. To be fair, Rossi did not directly blame Ducati. He never suggested that the Italian manufacturer had abandoned or neglected its star rider. However, the message was strong enough to spark widespread speculation and debate among MotoGP fans, analysts and insiders. Some observers believe Rossi was sending a subtle message to Ducati, encouraging the factory team to provide even greater support for Bagnaia during this challenging period. Others argue that the statement was simply an expression of empathy and moral support for a rider currently dealing with enormous pressure in the championship battle. Regardless of how the comments are interpreted, one fact is undeniable. Rossi's remarks have reignited discussions about the relationship between Bagnaia and Ducati. The statement has once again put the spotlight on the team's direction, the level of support given to its riders, and the future of the partnership between Bagnaia and Ducati in the coming seasons. Bagnaia is far more than just another Ducati rider. He grew alongside the Ducati project, progressed through various stages of his career with the manufacturer, and ultimately helped deliver major success to the Italian brand in MotoGP. For years, their relationship appeared to be the perfect combination: an Italian rider, an Italian motorcycle, and world championship titles that became a source of pride for Ducati. However, in motorsport, past success does not always guarantee present-day stability. When results begin to decline, questions inevitably emerge. The pressure on Bagnaia has become even greater because of his status as a world champion. In modern MotoGP, public memory can be remarkably short. Previous achievements are often forgotten when recent results fail to meet expectations. One factor believed to be affecting Bagnaia's performance is the character of Ducati's latest generation motorcycle, which may not yet fully suit his riding style. Bagnaia has admitted on several occasions that he is still searching for the right balance with the bike. Even small changes in a motorcycle's characteristics can have a significant impact on a rider's confidence, especially at the elite level of MotoGP competition. In modern motorcycle racing, confidence in the bike is everything. A rider must know exactly how the machine will react under braking, acceleration, and while entering corners. When that confidence begins to fade, even slightly, performance on the track can be significantly affected. That is why many believe Ducati's current challenge is not only to improve the bike's speed, but also to help Francesco Bagnaia regain the comfort and confidence that have long been among his greatest strengths. One of the most interesting parts of Valentino Rossi's statement came when he compared the relationship between Francesco Bagnaia and Ducati to a long-lasting marriage. According to Rossi, their partnership has gone through many extraordinary moments and achieved remarkable success together. Bagnaia and Ducati have not only won races, but have also reached the pinnacle of success by building a project that turned them into one of MotoGP's dominant forces over the past several seasons. However, Rossi believes that even the strongest relationships inevitably go through difficult periods. Not every phase runs smoothly, and challenges often arise when expectations grow higher and the pressure to keep delivering top results becomes even greater. When everything is going well, problems usually seem small and easy to solve, but when performance starts to decline or expected results fail to materialize, every disagreement can appear much larger than it really is. Situations like these often create doubt, criticism, and speculation that only make matters more complicated. The analogy suggests that Rossi is not predicting a split between Bagnaia and Ducati. On the contrary, he believes they are simply going through a difficult phase that is natural in any long-term partnership. In his view, what is needed right now is better communication, sustained trust, and a shared commitment to rediscover the harmony that once made them almost unbeatable on the racetrack. In other words, Rossi sees the relationship between Bagnaia and Ducati as one that is still built on a very strong foundation. For that reason, he believes the challenges they are facing are not the end of their partnership, but rather a test they must overcome in order to achieve future success. Interestingly, Bagnaia did not use Rossi's comments to intensify a situation that has already attracted significant public attention. Amid growing speculation about his relationship with Ducati, the Italian world champion instead chose to respond with calmness and responsibility. Rather than blaming Ducati or questioning the team's commitment, Bagnaia came to the defense of the people working behind the scenes. He emphasized that Ducati's technicians, engineers, and crew members are working extremely hard to solve the various issues the team has faced throughout the season. According to Bagnaia, everyone within the team shares the same goal: restoring the bike's performance to its highest level so they can once again compete at the front of the field. Bagnaia also pointed out that what people see from the outside does not always reflect what is actually happening inside the garage. In his opinion, Rossi can only see a small portion of the overall situation. Meanwhile, many technical discussions, complex processes, and behind-the-scenes efforts remain unseen by the public and the media. That attitude was immediately praised by many MotoGP analysts and fans. However, the big question remains: was Valentino Rossi actually sending a message to Ducati through his comments about Bagnaia? And can Bagnaia rediscover the chemistry that once helped Ducati reach the pinnacle of MotoGP? Share your thoughts in the comments below.